preparing the live stream, and I'll pop back to where I can see you here in a second. You can see it?
Yes.
Yeah, it says it's now streaming live on YouTube.
Yeah, my wife can see it, so that's all good. Well, we'll give it a couple of minutes and we'll get started here. I need to change my view a little bit. I'm gonna go for gallery view so we can both be on the screen at the same time. So cool. You're above me, I'm below you. It works out real nice.
It's kind of, you know, weird. Like when I was thinking about having this conversation with you, it's like I can see you, but I can't see any of the people that are going to be joining us. So we don't really know who we're talking to.
Yeah, I understand that. So we can both be on the. There, I got it. There. Sorry, I'm having to make some minor modifications here to where I can see everything and do what I need to. There we go. Now we're good. So we are here, everybody. We are live and in person. Let me get the right screen here. The interesting thing about this is, of course, there's a lag from where we're talking on Zoom till it gets to the YouTube page, the city's YouTube page. So it's a little weird. So hopefully when people start logging in, which should be any time now since it's 9 o'clock, they'll start asking questions about a variety of different things. Smokey Rando says, good morning, Mayor Scott. Good morning, Smokey. I hope you're having a great day and I hope you have a cup of coffee ready. So we're going to wait just a few minutes and I'll make some introductions and we'll go from there. I do want to say a couple of things before we get started. Welcome to Coffee with the Mayor for 2021. As you know, in 2020, we have Coffee with the Mayor. We started it when I first came into office. And every year we take January off, just mainly because it's kind of nice to have one weekend, first weekend of the month off or at least for the mayor to have that day where he doesn't have to do much. But so we're working towards it. We have this every first Saturday. If somebody has a topic or something they would like to discuss or would like me to discuss, feel free to reach out to the city, to my assistant Dana, or email me, and we'll bring that topic up and we'll have some discussion on it. We've got a couple of neat things planned for later this year, and we're just going to see how it goes on that. So with that, I have no idea how many people are on, and that's okay. Doesn't matter if it's one person or 50 people. I'm good with that. So what I want to do is introduce my guest. It's a very special guest. It's Miss Tiffany Dunn. She is with Recycle Saline and Keep Bryant Beautiful. We're going to be talking about recycling in Saline County and specifically Bryant and ways we can keep Bryant beautiful. I have had emails ever since I've been in office. I periodically get an email or a phone call. What about the trash on this road? You know, why is this not being picked up? Well, there's a lot of reasons why some of that happens in some areas. But we're going to offer some ideas, I hope, today, and some suggestions on ways that you as a community member can get involved and help with this problem. So with that, Tiffany, why don't you just tell everybody just a little bit about yourself before we get started?
All right. Hi, everybody. As the mayor said, I'm Tiffany with Recycle Saline. I've been with I refer to it as the district. I've been with the district since 2012. When I originally started there, I was the marketing and education program person, and mainly, and I still do this as you know, an add-on to that executive director position, but really just working into the schools, we created a program called the Youth Environmental Ambassadors, where we're in all the Saline County schools. And what they do is recycle inside their schools. We provide the recycling services in them. And those kids that are a part of that program operate that program, and they really educate their peers and everyone about sustainability inside their school and the types of materials you can recycle. Let's see, other than that, like inside our office, probably what we are most known for is our landfill coupon program. If you are a resident inside of Saline County, you are able to come to our office and get 2 coupons for the year. It's 2 coupons per household per year. And to get those, you have to bring in to the office to, let's see, $10 cash. We only take cash, and I know that's a big deal for some people because they never carry cash, but you also need to bring in a current trash bill, and that just shows proof that you have trash service at your residence. And the driver's license of the person who is going to the landfill. So you can send in your wife or whoever you want to go to the landfill for you, but be sure that they have your driver's license, because sometimes ladies don't like going to the landfill.
I wonder why.
I don't know. We actually have a really nice landfill in Saline County.
And I can vouch for that, because prior to me being mayor, of course, I was a school teacher. And before that, I was a geologist, worked in the environmental industry. And the company I worked for during that time actually did the groundwater monitoring out at Saline County landfill. So
yeah, I think we
got to
actually
visit that more than once. So
yeah, I think we actually have one of the nicest ones in at least Central Arkansas for sure.
So you mentioned the youth environmental ambassadors and recycling in school. Are y'all involved with that trash to fashion or fashion to trash? I don't know exactly what it's called. Honestly, I'm not very fashionable. So
Refashion Bash.
That's it.
Green is the new black. Yes, and we are actually going to have it this year at the Benton Event Center, and through providing the Yay Team program, we're able to offer this fashion show, and it's any students kindergarten through 12th grade that can participate. And if you have kids that want to participate now, I will take their applications. It's April the 24th at the Benton Event Center. And basically, they're creating their designs out of recycled materials. And we have rules that go along with that. But there is cash prize that goes with that. $500 for first place. I think it's $300 for second and $100 for third.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wish I was in high school. I'd try and make a little money.
I know, and I need some 9th through 12th graders to participate. Right now, we don't have any. So, if you've got a kid in high school that needs to make some money, they need to participate.
Now with that Refashion Bash and students, it does not have to be just students in Bryant School District, right? It's any student in Saline County. Is that correct?
Well, we opened it up to outside of Saline County, but in the past we've had Sheridan that's participated with us, and we have had some ESTEM students participate with us as well.
Neat.
And sometimes those kids are Saline County kids that are going to to ESTEM or a private school or something like that. Right. So yeah, they are more than welcome to.
So we're talking public schools, private schools, homeschool, any child between kindergarten and 12th grade of age, right?
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I know. I remember I had a couple of students when I was teaching in class that they did that, and some of the stuff that they make is just really incredibly innovative and cool. So I'm kind of.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Even for those kindergarten through, say, 5th graders, just the ideas that they come up with for their designs, it is amazing. It's like what you would really see on a real runway fashion show.
Now, you said they could get applications from you. Do they go to your website for that? Does that be Recycle Saline's website for that application stuff?
Yeah. There is information about the show, and the applications are on there, recyclesaline.org. And I believe it's in the news section. If you click on news and click on the Refashion Bash, the form should be right there in that
I'm gonna try to get a little crazy here, and I'm gonna share my screen so maybe I can go to that page and we can kind of investigate that a little bit if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I've never tried sharing a screen before, so we'll see what happens. I think that's the one I need to hit. I don't know. Well, maybe that's it. Let's try sharing that one. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, no, maybe it is. There it is. So if I go to this page, there we go. There it is. Recycle.
Yeah. And then click on news.
News. I'm not, oh, there it is up in the corner here. News, upcoming events. I got you. Click that. Okay. That's where you can get your landfill coupons and details for that.
Go back to the news.
Just where it says news. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. See, that's what happens when you have an amateur like me trying to navigate websites. So here you go. You can click on this. You can read the full article about it and it'll get information. And I guess the resources are where other things are on here, but there's a lot of information on this website. I can see that already. It also, if you click on, I'm just going to investigate a little bit. Going waste haulers on trash service, it lists all the waste haulers that are available for, and the different things that they can do, either commercial, residential, or roll-offs, which is always nice. I am always amazed at how many waste haulers we have.
Yeah, right now we have 26 permitted waste haulers for the county, and out of that, 20 waste haulers pick up residential households.
Wow. I know even in my neighborhood, I think each week there are 3 different waste haulers that go through my neighborhood because different people use different ones.
Yeah.
That has its advantages and disadvantages. Competition breeds lower prices potentially, but it also, the more waste haulers on the roads do have a tendency to wear the roads out a little bit more, but that's okay. You know, we work through that.
Yeah. And a lot of our waste haulers have been around a really long time. Yeah. You know, picking up trash, and we get people that come into the office every day and they'll say, you know, whatever trash service they're with, and they're like, I've been with them for 25 years. And,
yeah. It's crazy. Is there anything else on this website that you'd like people to know about or anything?
Yeah, I mean, our website is full of information. If you are looking for a way to recycle a specific item, if you go to the resources tab up at the top and you go down that list, you can see, like, you know, if you're trying to get rid of paint, light bulbs, tires, you know, stuff that is available at the landfill.
Oh, yeah.
So, Mayor, I don't know if the others can see it because I can't see it on my screen if you're navigating through.
I am navigating through, and hopefully they can see it. Honestly, I don't know if I did it right or not.
Okay. I can still see the events page, but I can't see.
Remember, there's a little bit of lag if you're watching through YouTube as opposed to just Zoom. So.
Okay.
So, but I'm screen sharing, it says, so. That's
okay.
All.
I just wanted to be sure others were able to see it, even if
hopefully they are. If not, we might do it a little tutorial and talk about it during this. I might do something like that, and we'll put it out there again as a little, hey, here's how you can find this stuff. And I can get Dana to help me with that too and push some of this stuff out, because this is important. People need to know this. It helps our environment. It helps our city. And that kind of brings us to the next category, next thing that you're very heavily involved with. In fact, I believe this past week you were determined to be the executive director of, or the board director. I can't remember the exact official title because I just recently became involved with it too, and that is Keep Bryant Beautiful. So I want to switch off of this and quit sharing for the moment, and so we can just get back to our faces, because you know we look nice.
I know, I did my hair for you guys.
Oh yeah, well we definitely have to see that then. So there we go. We got it going. And so tell us a little bit about what Keep Bryant Beautiful is.
Well, Keep Bryant Beautiful is a program for the community, and it represents the city of Bryant. What we mainly focus on right now is the Adopt a Street program, and we do different events throughout the year, and we promote littering, education, beautification, recycling, all of those things for your community. Right now, what we are really pushing is our Adopt a Street program. And, with that, we just want to encourage individuals, families, businesses, organizations to get involved and, adopt a road. You can be a captain for that. You can sign up. The requirements are super easy. We're just asking that you clean up your road at least 4 times a year. Recruit volunteers to help you with that, and make it a fun event. Take pictures, send it to us, and we'll promote you and your good stewardship on our Facebook page. And really, it's a lot of fun. I have an adopted street over here in my neighborhood, and my daughter and I will get out. I've even had some of the A-Team kids come out when we cleaned up for on Wilkerson and Reynolds Road, and in that area. So it's a lot of fun to do it, and and it's a good way to help your community and keep it clean and beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great thing. In fact, I'm about to adopt a street myself. And what I was thinking about when I adopted, of course, me being who I am and a little bit busy, but I walk my dog on my street on a regular basis. So, and I pick up trash as I go. So I figure I may as well adopt that street as well. But I got to thinking about that, and I said, well, if everybody that lived on a street or a couple of families that lived on a particular street adopted that street, and they would clean up, do this 4 times a year cleanup, our city would be spotless all the time, just about. So I think that would be a way to do it. So I urge everybody out there to look into the Adopt a Street. It doesn't take much time, especially if you're walking your dog or something anyway along the street. Why not? And even if you don't adopt it, go ahead and pick up the trash. It doesn't hurt to take a little Walmart sack and throw the stuff in there as you go.
Yeah, right now we do have 20 Adopt a Street captains, and we are definitely looking for more. That just made me think about the litter index that Keep Bryant Beautiful does. We do that once a year, and last year we had a pretty good score, but I also think it might have been the timing of the year, and I don't know if it, this year, and especially right now, and I don't know if it's because of the rain and stuff, but I've seen a huge increase in litter, especially on Reynolds Road, down Wilkerson. That's my area of Bryant, but also Spring Hill Road is a big one. It's kind of dangerous to be on that one, because there's not really a shoulder to walk on, but
right.
But if you can, if there's a spot where you can get out and at least walk a ditch or something and just clean up. I know that we're not able to get the prisoners like we were before, that helped do some of the road cleanups, right. And it's not really even the main roads, definitely you want to keep those clean, but, think about your neighborhoods and, those areas that you live in, whenever you pull into your neighborhood, what do you want people to see?
I think one of the things that's kind of increased some of the litter in the city is, unfortunately, the pandemic that we're in has resulted in people wearing masks. Some of them are disposable. Some people lose them. The wind blows them and they lose them, and they just say, oh, well, and they don't bother picking them up. And then sadly, other people are maybe afraid to pick them up. But if they've been there for a little while, it's safe to pick up. I mean, anything on there may be dead. And you can always wear gloves to pick up trash anyway. So.
Right. And the city does provide the cleanup supplies for your pickup if you want to organize that. They will provide the trash bags, the litter grabbers, safety vests. And if you just don't have room in your own trash can to put it in, the city will come by and pick that up for you.
Correct.
You will need to schedule it with them. I think Troy asked for at least 2 weeks in advance so that they would know. And then after you had your pickup that following week, they would come by and pick up
Gotcha.
the bags.
Yeah, that's good. A couple of things that with regard to that, I'm gonna try this magical share screen again. And if you want to adopt a road, you do that through the city website. Is that correct, Tiffany?
Yes. So if you go to the City of Bryant's website at the top, I think it's in the community tab, and you click on Keep Bryant Beautiful, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom, and it will, I think it says KBB info and forms.
I want to jump out of this so I can show people how to get to it. If I can move this little magical screen that's in my way. Let's do it this way. Well, maybe I won't do it that way. Let's go here. I'll get it right here in a minute. So anyway, we go back. Let's go back to the very home page of the Bryant. Here it is. So if you go under our community, and then you go here, you can see community newsletter, Go Green, helpful links, Keep Bryant Beautiful, some public records, voting information, Saline County offices. Click on Keep Bryant Beautiful. And then as you scroll down, you can see what the mission is. Talk about the Adopt a Street program with Troy Ellis, the program coordinator, and how you participate. And then if you get to the very bottom, it says Keep Bryant Beautiful information and forms. And if you click that link, it might take you to a splash screen where you may have to set up an account. We're working on getting it. That was something that happened with the site recently, that when the company that hosts our website updated it, they didn't let us know that was going to happen. But if you can set up an account, what that will do is that'll allow you to get in here to get to these Keep Bryant Beautiful, adopt a street stuff like that, or forms and stuff. And if you have any questions, you can also reach out to us here in the city, either Public Works or my assistant Dana, or just about anybody in the city, and we can direct you on how to get there. Or if need be, we will go so far as to get these forms and email them to you. So feel free to reach out and do that. It's a great thing to do. I want to also splash over to your Facebook page for a minute so everybody can see that. And here is the Keep Bryant Beautiful Facebook page. Get in, join this. It's a good way to stay updated. As you can see, it advertised Coffee with the Mayor with the special guest Tiffany Dunn on there today. So
yeah, definitely go to the page, like it, keep up to date with our events that we'll have coming up. And anytime you do a cleanup or anything like that, organize it, send us your pictures and we'll post them on our Facebook page.
Absolutely. Now, you do have an event or two coming up this month, or this in the near future. I won't say this month. I don't think it's this month, but it's in the near future. Right?
So yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that. I guess first let me jump back to the Recycle Saline events, and then we'll tie in the Keep Bryant Beautiful events with that. We just had an event last weekend. It was an electronic event at the Saline County Fairgrounds, but we do host quarterly electronic drop-off at Bishop Park from 8 to noon. And you can see, yeah, there you go, from 8 to noon, Bishop Park. It is on a Wednesday during the day. If you are unable to make those, because I know that sometimes it is hard if you're a working person like myself, to get to those things. We do have a partnership with the Habitat for Humanity Restore in Benton, where you can drop off your electronics during their business hours. And we go by there once a week to pick up all the electronics that are dropped off there.
Oh, that's good. That's a nice way to do that too.
Yeah, and it makes it so convenient for those people so that, they are open on a Saturday, and, for those people that can't get by during the week, they have a way to dispose of it then. The next thing is our April 10th, we will have an electronic and paper shredding event, and we're doing this in partnership with Keep Bryant Beautiful. And we have Central Recycling that will, Central Recycling and Shredding that will be there on site with us to collect your, documents for shredding. It is not shredded on site, but it is contained in secure bins for them to transport it back to their facility for shredding. Right. And they can provide you with a certificate if you want that. So also with that, Keep Bryant Beautiful is kind of rolling in a fundraiser with this program where we are asking if you have paper shredding and you're not able to make the event, we'll do a porch pickup for a donation of $25, and we'll do that the week before that event. So all you'll have to do is you can email the Keep Bryant Beautiful at Gmail, and we'll have a flyer, and I think the flyer might already actually be on our Facebook page. We've got 2 of our board members that are kind of leading that effort for this event where you can contact them as well. So we have that, and then to celebrate Earth Day this year with Keep Bryant Beautiful. I don't think that one's on our website, Mayor.
I'm going to look anyway, just to be safe.
For Earth Day this year, Keep Bryant Beautiful is going to partner with Hurricane Creek Elementary, where we're going to help install a butterfly garden. And Miss Rankin, she's one of my Yay team leaders at that school. She sent me some really awesome pictures this last week of what she wants that garden to look like. And I'm excited to be a part of that project because it'll offer a green space for those students at that school so they can get out and enjoy their environment at the school and learn about the butterflies and all that fun stuff. So.
That's cool. Yeah. You've mentioned this name a couple of times, the Yay team, and that stands for Youth Environmental Ambassadors, correct?
Yes.
Outright. Use my context clues and I got it figured out. I'm so good.
Yeah.
Some days I wonder. I'm going to hold on to sharing on that now so we can get back to our pay, us, because, we look nice. Or at least you do. I didn't shave this morning. Sorry. I didn't do my hair either. So I apologize for that. I might have gotten up a little bit late this morning, 6 o'clock as opposed to 5:30. So.
The next event that Keep Bryant Beautiful has scheduled is the Great Arkansas Cleanup. Excuse me. And that'll be September the 8th. And for that event, we are looking for ideas. We don't have anything set in stone yet for that event. But if you have ideas that, if it's a beautification project or an area that you think that needs to be cleaned up, let us know so that we can put that on our radar and look at how we can go about, doing that area as far as cleanup or beautification.
Absolutely. I think that's important. And what that'll do is if we can get more input from people, that just makes, as I've heard many people say in the past, many hands make light work. So if we have a littering issue, if everybody just walking down the street, if they saw some trash, they'd pick up 1 or 2 pieces of trash. In no time, it would all be gone. So let's get out there and do that, folks. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about this morning, Tiffany?
Let me look through my notes here.
Because I'm looking through mine and everything I've got on there. For Keep Bryant Beautiful, how would people volunteer if they want to volunteer for Keep Bryant Beautiful? Do they reach out through the website or through the Facebook page?
Yeah, either one, or they can email to the Keep Bryant Beautiful at gmail.com, We are looking for board members. We have space for 3 more board members. So if you are interested in being a part of what we're doing, please apply. And if you are interested in that, send an email to that keepbryantbeautiful@gmail, and I'll send you a link for the application. And we'll have that application posted on our Facebook page this week too,
Good.
so that you can have easy access to it.
And I'm sure the city can share that out through a press release if we need to as well, if you want to reach out to Dana, Tiffany.
Yeah, that would be great.
Because honestly, I'm a member of the board. Honestly, I'm recently a member of the board, and it does not seem like it's a huge time investment. So I think if you want to do it, reach out and do it. I mean,
yeah, we do meet once a month. Right now we are meeting through Zoom, and it's about an hour long meeting, sometimes shorter. I try to get it in within 40 minutes on our Zoom limit. Okay, so we don't have to purchase the whole package, but
I got you. Well, me and you might need to talk after this, and we may have a workaround on that. So
that would be awesome. So yeah, and then just to, and then we do the 4 events a year, and we have a lot of fun. We're, really trying to get this program up and going. It's been around since, I think it was incorporated or became an official, I guess, affiliate for Keep America Beautiful in 2013. So it's been around for a while, but there really hasn't been a whole lot of activity. So, the past, I guess, year, we've really been working on pushing Keep Bryant Beautiful and, getting it back and getting our community involved, and especially with the cleanups and stuff. And I think right now, especially in this time, I think we need community more than ever.
I completely agree with you. We need community involvement in everything we do, honestly. The school does a pretty good job of getting involvement, and the city's working diligently to increase our community involvement. And I'll talk about that in a little bit once we're done.
One other thing I will mention is that this last year when COVID hit, the landfill did close on Saturdays, but they are now open one Saturday a month. And we do have those dates that they are open on our website. So don't try to go to the landfill on a Saturday, on just any Saturday. Check our website first.
There you go. I know you can check the website. Is it like the first Saturday, second Saturday? Do y'all have that set up like that, or is it just different Saturdays throughout the month?
It is pretty consistent with the first Saturday of the month. I think there was 1 month, July, where that first Saturday falls on July the 4th. So it would be the following Saturday.
So basically, basically the Saturdays, it's the Saturdays of Coffee with the Mayor. So if you think Coffee with the Mayor, you think, hey, I can take my trash to the landfill if I need to. So
yes.
That's a good way, but just don't take the mayor to the landfill. Don't throw your phones in if you're watching on YouTube as you're hauling off, but you can listen as you go. Just be careful and don't drive and watch your phones. We don't want any accidents out there. We have enough of those as it is. I can't think of anything else, Tiffany. Thank you for coming on here today. You're welcome to stay while I continue, or if you want to log off and get on with your life, I totally understand that as well. I really appreciate you taking the time. I'll also mention that some of this information that we talked about today will be in the newsletter that goes out with the water bill for the month of February. So it's a great tie-in with having you here and then having that newsletter coming out in a little bit to get that information out as well. I believe it does have the shredding portion of it in there, and we may have some other stuff. I honestly don't remember because we got it set up last. Got to get it printed and everything. So anyway, with that, thank you again so much. And everybody out there, get out there and adopt a road, pick up litter, and do your part to keep Bryant beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, it is our pleasure all the time. Anytime you want to come back on, if there's something you want to talk about, feel free to reach out and we will get you on here.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You are welcome. Moving on to some other things that may or may not be of importance to people or interest to people. I'm going to switch views there to a speaker view, and looky there. I don't get to be on the big screen, only Tiffany does. Computers are weird. I'm just saying. Couple of things I want to bring up. I do know I've got a couple of comments on the comments, and I'll get to those on Facebook here in a minute, or on YouTube in a minute. I had somebody reach out to me earlier asking for a couple of updates on some projects. One of those, they were asking about the Bryant Parkway from Shobe Road down to Hill Farm Road. And I can tell you right now that project is still working through. We have submitted our document and the Highway Administration, FHA, Federal Highway Administration, which is also RDOT's a part of that as well. We've submitted our documents to there, and we're anticipating approval for all of our documents in the very near future. One of those documents, let me get my sheet of paper that gives me that information. One of those is called the land release document. The FAA approves that, and basically, since we're purchasing right away from the airport, the FAA has to approve that purchase. So we're working on that. Once that comes through, which should be in the next month or so, I think, we will begin acquiring right away for that section of roadway. And if all goes well, according to our current schedule, we should be starting construction on that segment of Parkway this summer. So that's a good thing for me. It makes me happy. I'll be happy when we get that section of road built, mainly because it will allow a different avenue of traffic through the city of Bryant, north and south, another way across the railroad. And it will hopefully and should take a lot of trucks off of Reynolds Road. So I'm looking forward to that. A couple of other big road construction projects that are starting up. One is at Hilltop Road and Spring Hill. That intersection, as you know, is a low intersection, and it has a sign there that says caution and watch for flooding. It seems like every time we get a rain event, almost a section of that roadway floods. So we are about to start the process of raising that section up a little bit to bring it up so it will not flood on a regular basis like that. And that's just a public safety issue, because we don't want people driving into areas that flood, because as it says, turn around, don't drown. It does not take very much water to wash a vehicle off the roadway. So we'll be starting that in the very near future. I anticipate that to start within the next month or so, if I remember right. And on the opposite side of Hilltop Road is the intersection of Hilltop, Hilldale, and Bryant Parkway. We have received approval for that, and we are in the process of acquiring right-of-way right now. Doing some finalization. I believe we actually put that contract out to bid. And if all goes according to the plan that we have right now, construction, upgrades, and reworking of that intersection should occur starting in about May, if I remember right. We're hoping to get most of that done over the summer months so it doesn't affect traffic as much. We will be aware of school traffic, and we will be working around those issues. So keep those eyes open. One of the big questions that some people always ask about intersection wise is the signal for Highway 5 and Bryant Parkway. As you know, we've talked about this in the past. Highway 5 is a state highway, so that highway is regulated by the state. We did reach out to them, and my city engineer, Ted Taylor, is really in constant contact with RDOT about that intersection and a lot of other places in the city. And we did get word last week, I believe it was, or maybe the week before, that the design for that intersection is approaching 30% design status, which means that they've designed about 30% of that. That allows them to have an idea basically of how much right of way they're going to need through that and any utility conflicts that may occur when they do that improvement. So that project is moving along more than what the city would like, but you know, we can only work as fast as RDOT does on this one, unfortunately. There is supposed to be this spring sometime, once they get those 30% plans, a public involvement meeting for review of the entire Highway 5 widening project, which includes that intersection. That widening project goes from where they're working on Highway 5 right now in Bryant all the way to county line. So this is a major, major project. There right now, RDOT is currently scheduling that construction project as a 2024 construction project. Not the time I would like to see it, but I'd rather have it in a 2022 project myself, or even a 2021 project. But we're going to continue to work with RDOT and see if there's some way, maybe once they get these design plans a little more finalized, if maybe they can do nothing else, do something, even if it's just work on our intersection first and get that done and then finish the rest of that project. That's what we're going to try to do. Don't know if we'll be successful, but we'll try. Let's see a couple of bring up. Let me get all my notes here. Sorry. Got that. I got that talked about. Going through some of the comments. Welcome everybody that's been watching. I appreciate it. I have been seeing some of the comments. Somebody mentioned through here. Here it is. People often walk the parkway, use the parkway to walk, but some days the sewer gas between Johnswood and Shobe Road seems almost unbearable. Unfortunately, in that area, there is a vent for the sewer. There is what's called a force main in that area. And because of that, if there's a buildup of gases, you have to vent those gases off. Otherwise, the force main doesn't work. Basically, what a force main is, it's a pipe that has the sewer in it, and that material is pumped under pressure so it can go up hills and things like that. We are looking at some ways to minimize that. It might require some filterization to do that, and we're looking into that. So hopefully we can minimize that, and hopefully the weather is such that you don't smell that very often. So, but I understand. I've been through there before and I smell that too. Somebody asked, could you tell how seniors 65 and over, that's Brenda Miller, Council Member Miller, can you tell how seniors 65 and over on their water bills? Absolutely. If you are 65 years or older and you live in the city of Bryant and you get water from the city of Bryant, all you have to do is come to the City of Bryant Water Department here at City Hall, bring your driver's license and ask for that discount. That driver's license just shows that you are 65 or older and you get that discount. So it is important. Somebody said Boone Road and Mount Carmel Road certainly need some help. Yes, ma'am, they do. Or yes, sir, Leland, I'm sorry. They do. It does need some help, and that is in the works, the redoing of some of Boone Road. Unfortunately, we have to work around some issues out there. As you know, it really honestly needs to be widened a bit on Boone Road. Parts of it can be a little bit dangerous. Smarty the Fox at Saline County said, sorry, it's keepbryantbeautiful@gmail.com. So for some question about we have. With that, that's pretty much all the updates I have. I do want to say a couple of things. Christmas time, I got a new calendar from my assistant, Dana Poindexter. If you're listening, Dana, hi. Wish you could be here, but I understand. And what this calendar is, it is of dad jokes. So if you know me, you know, if you're ever a student of mine, you know I kind of like a dad joke or a pun here and there. Yesterday, on the 5th of February, yeah, yesterday is the 5th of February, make sure some days my days run together. There was a dad joke on the calendar, and I immediately started laughing after I read it. So I actually had to reach out to my police chief with this dad joke. And it actually said, and it goes, did you guys hear about the kidnapping at elementary school? Well, I texted that to my police chief, and he immediately responded, No, here. And so then I responded with the punchline, it's okay, he woke up. I was talking to him a little bit later that day, and he said, yeah, I was actually, as soon as you did that, he goes, I was actually on the computer trying to figure out where this kidnapping occurred and why he hadn't been notified about it. So I just want to let you know that the police department is on it. They're sharp and ready to go. So anyway, so you may or may not expect a dad joke out of me here and there. So I appreciate it. So, oh yes. Last week I made a proclamation. Thank you for my wife is being my assistant today. She's sitting at my desk while I'm doing this. Made a proclamation. February 12th is Bryant Hornet Day in the city of Bryant in honor of the football team and other teams that have won championships in Bryant, to be honest. We generally pick out the football team because, I mean, they've done something phenomenal recently. They've done a three-peat. I do know there's at least one archery team that I've heard in elementary school that apparently has won several championships as well, and shout out to them. But 2/12, it's Bryant Hornet Day. So with that proclamation, I ask that everybody in the city of Bryant wear your Hornet blue, show your Hornet pride. If you have the blue Hornet signs from the Chamber of Commerce that they started doing, be sure to put those out in your yard to show your Hornet pride, because it is Bryant Hornet Day. It's going to be a great day, and great things continue to happen in the city of Bryant. February, at the council meeting in February, I will be presenting to the council the state of the city address, which tells basically how the city did in 2020 and what we're planning to do in 2021 and beyond. It is a major endeavor to get this document together, but I got this. We can do it. I will say, just as a preview, 2020, Bryant did really well in 2020, considering everything. So I'm grateful for the people for that. One of the things I do want to announce, I actually announced it at the last council meeting, and it will be detailed a little bit more in the state of the city address. But I'm announcing the formation of a new committee, and it is called the Community Engagement Committee. And the vision of this committee is basically to extend the city's communications arm to bridge the divide between city administration and the residents of Bryant. We're going to try to use this to raise public awareness on city services that are provided, promote the vision for an inclusive community, and help build trust between city and community. It will be a way for some of the areas of the city that are not reached as well as I think they should be. They're not in, for some reason, our communication that we do is not reaching them like it should. So with this committee, we're going to look at ways to improve that communication so everybody is as informed as they can be. It will help our underserved and citizens as well through that. It will give more people a voice in city government, which is what we need. It's important to be involved. And if we can organize this right, it will be a success. So look for more information on that and the state of the city address and some press releases that we're doing as a city. Chief, I see Chief mentioned a minute ago that they had a very busy day yesterday. Yes, you did. I saw the pass down. It was very busy, but just so you know, they took care of business. I don't see anything else in the comments. So I think with that pretty much takes care of everything. We're looking forward to everything we do in the city. We're looking forward to doing more, honestly. One of the things I hope to be able to do in the near future, once we get this pandemic a little more under control, is to make these coffees with the mayor in person, not virtual anymore. But even then, we'll still do a virtual aspect of it, because we found that makes it a little bit more accessible to some people, because I know some people can't get out to coffee with the mayor, but they can log on to YouTube and at least watch it and interact that way. So we appreciate everybody's efforts in this. If you have any suggestions for me or thoughts for different things that need to be done in the city, please reach out to me. Feel free to call the city and they can get a message to me, or you can send me an email at ascott@cityofbryant.com. You can call my assistant. Honestly, I don't have her number right here handy, but that's okay. I don't have my number either handy. But her email is dpoindexter@cityofbryant.com. So feel free to reach out to us with suggestions and stuff. Yes, I see Mrs. Ramsey is saying this will be good for Bryant with the Community Engagement Committee. Let's close the gap and join everyone together. I can't agree more. I think it's very important. She's asking, how do people who are interested in community, I can't even speak right now. I'm so sorry. How do people who are interested in the committee find out more? Well, we're about to send out some information on that. Sign up for Notify Me to receive information on the committee is what Brian Arkansas is telling me on the comment section, which I'm sure is my assistant Dana working behind the scenes as she does so well. And so we're going to go from there. But we'll get some of that stuff out. We've been working on the process and the application for it because we need to make sure we have a good representation of our citizenry. Somebody goes, is there any possible update on the median at Bryant Parkway to be able to turn into Big Red without motorists having to make a U-turn? Well, unfortunately, the way the Bryant Parkway was built in that section, there cannot be a median break in that area as far as I know. You can from Parkway, if you're going south, you can turn on to Highway 5 to the left and turn into Big Red that way. I do not advise making a U-turn in that intersection. That is not the best intersection right now. That's why we're looking to get a light and some other intersection improvements on it. And by making a U-turn there would just potentially lead you to being involved in an accident. And we don't need any accidents there if we can avoid it. So unfortunately, I don't see a way to change that, to change the median break in that area, because that road is built and the rest of the parkway will actually built with median breaks specified in certain areas. That's to allow the flow to happen better on that road. So unfortunately, there's not much we can do with that. I can't think of anything else. I appreciate all you people being here. And with that, I'm just going to say y'all have a great Saturday. Oh, one more thing. I hear a rumor that there may be a chance of snow later this week, or I say next week, and like in Thursday or something like that. I don't know if I want to keep my fingers crossed or not. I did see the school put out their inclement weather policy, basically saying that, hey, even if it snows, they're still going to have school. It'll just be virtual. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing. I personally think if we had a good snow and it was the first snow of the year, I'd say shut everything down, but that's just me, and I don't control the school, so that's okay. Just a shout out to Dr. Walters, so maybe she'll hear that. Well, I'm probably going to get in trouble for that, but that's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. You know, that's my thoughts as a private citizen. So with that, I want to say I will see y'all later, and y'all have a great Saturday. Enjoy yourself. It's a little cloudy. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow if you're so inclined. If you're not, enjoy whatever you're doing tomorrow. Just also remember, while we're still in this pandemic, to stay safe, wear your masks out in public, and social distance whenever you can. Chief Minden is also rooting for a snow day, I see in the comments. So let's go. Snow, 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 snow. Later, and y'all have a wonderful day.